Hey, Roger here on another episode of Exposing the Spread of the Anti-2A Agenda, a series where I break down anti-gun people into categories. One topic per episode. I basically do this so that we as gun people or 2A people can, be better informed on, the different types of anti-gun people, why they may be anti-gun, so that we can basically decide, is somebody, are they a hardcore anti-gunner because they want to be an anti-gunner? In that case, you're probably not changing their mind, right? But there's people who are simply misinformed, and in that case, then you can definitely take the time to present those people with facts, you know, and hopefully inform them of the truth, right? So that's what I do this series for. We as gun people can often lump all anti-gunners into the same group, and it's kind of like, they're anti-gun, whatever. But in reality, if they've been misinformed, trying to inform them of facts is a good option. So that's why I feel that it's important for us to know why a person's anti-gun, what type of anti-gunner they are. That's what I do on this series. That's why I do this series. So I'm going to get right into today's topic right now. Okay, so what we're going to be talking about today is somebody who may be from an anti-gun state, right, or a state that you live in is the topic. Um, so maybe somebody's from California. I'll use California as an example, but obviously insert whatever anti-gun state it may be. Maybe their family isn't really pro-gun or anti-gun, right? Then, let's say this person isn't very political, right? Maybe they don't even really know the difference between state and federal laws. So to this person, right, like California's super intense gun control, right? Like so-called assault weapon bans and so-called high capacity magazine bans. Um, to a person who falls into this boat, that might just be the law of the land to them, right? Because they don't know any better. Um, so there's different things that might happen, right? Like one, they might not even realize that that isn't the case in other states. So informing them is the case, right? Because a person who falls into this boat is, in my opinion, and I've been waiting to make this video for a while. I found this to be a good topic, right? Because a person who falls into this boat is the most, or one of the most misinformed type of anti-gunners, but at the same time, one of the most informable anti-gunners, right? They're very misinformed, but you can present these people with facts, and it's very possible that you change their mind, or not even open their mind, rather, because they didn't know any better, right? So very misinformed by their state. So there's different ways it can play out, right? Like there's some people who might just think like, oh, I just thought these so-called assault weapons were banned. They didn't know it's just state law, right? And there's other people who maybe they do know the difference, but they're misinformed again by the state, yeah, in a different way, and where it's like they do know that that's just state law, but they think every state needs to do that, right? And they're just super anti-gun. Well, in that case, like these people are probably talking about, oh, I gotta ban assault weapons and high capacity magazines federally, right? It works in California. Um, I think first presenting people with facts that these are not assault weapons, okay? Maybe inform them how a gun like an AR-15 actually works, okay? Not an assault weapon. Inform them that 30 round magazines are in fact standard capacity, not high. Um, Facts like that. Also, the fact that gun control doesn't work, right? It just doesn't. There's plenty of anti-gun states in where people are using guns that are banned because guess what? Criminals don't follow the laws. I know that might be hard for some to understand, but it just is what it is, right? So that might be a boat that somebody falls into. They agree with their state because they're down with the propaganda, right? And another person might just be, they might just they're kind of just desensitized to, right? They're just used to, right? It's like, oh yeah, these items are banned. They're just banned. It is what it is, right? Those are the kind of people who are essentially just laying down and accepting it, right? They're just taking it. Um, so these are just a few examples of some different type of anti-gunners that you know can be created by a super anti-gun state if they're from there, if they were born and raised there, right? Obviously, I could go all day about different examples on this particular topic, but I don't feel the need to do that. Obviously, you can figure out examples on your own, right? So, I just want to talk a little bit today about this type of anti-gunner, somebody who's just from an anti-gun state. They either agree with it or just accept it or just don't know any better, right? Because that's just all they know. They're from an anti-gun state. So, you know, like I said, that's really all I want to talk about in this one. I try to keep these shorter. I could have went on for an hour on this topic, really. But in any case, I thought this was a good one. A lot of these videos, it's just kind of like, yeah, these people are anti-gun. What are you gonna do about it? But in this video, there was a little bit more of a conclusion, right? Try to inform people who fall into this boat because I feel that these people are very likely to listen and accept facts, compared to some other types of anti-gunners. Anyway, if you want to continue seeing episodes of this series, you can subscribe to my channel. Um, you know, Let me know in the comments if there's anything else you'd like to see on this channel. But other than that, I'm gonna get out of here. Goodbye.